Frooglesim videos are powered by Jetline Systems.
Hello YouTube, this is Frugal and this is the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, September the 23rd. First up, the big news, the PMDG 747-8 has released. The video that you're watching is Kyle Rogers, a member of the PMDG team, his Dash 8 differences video, well worth checking out if you want to see exactly what is new and what's going to trip you up. The PMDG 747-8 is the long-awaited update to PMDG 747-400 version 3 Queen of the Skies 2. That's the actual full name. It includes the Dash 8 passenger and the Dash 8F freighter variants. It models the most advanced and up-to-date version of the 747 in exacting detail. In fact, PMDG even modeled more than 35 pages of options available from Boeing on the actual aircraft, ranging from the types of antenna to custom FMC options and unusual and weird cockpit displays. All of this is, of course, fully configurable by you, either by selecting pre-made liveries, because PMDG's liveries bring with them the equipment that matches the livery, or by customizing the aircraft yourself. It's also the first aircraft to include PMDG's Rainmaker, a feature that generates precipitation effects on the cockpit windows that in turn reflect meteorological conditions that are affecting the actual aircraft. It includes a new EFB, in fact the first ever EFB from PMDG, that models the actual EFB in the real aircraft for performing performance calculations, as well as referring to documentation and charts in flight. The 747-8 also includes an advanced electronic checklist that can now handle deferred items and complex branching non-normal conditions. Basically, if something goes wrong, this thing will walk you through exactly how to fix it, or at least get the aircraft on the ground intact. Also includes the 747's vertical situation display and a brand new set of PMDG service vehicles. In terms of the flight model has been modeled to within 5% of Boeing aircraft's performance charts, including data specific to the new engine. And for those of you into the visuals, the aircraft features custom wing flex. The wings do flex and sag when stationary on the ground, based on the amount of fuel on board in the wings, which is very cool. It comes with the 203-page Dash 8 manual, in addition to the thousands of pages you already have with the Dash 400, plus a 113-page tutorial flight, and much, much, much more. PMDG pretty much defined the study simulation genre, so take a look at precisionmanuals.com, linked in the show notes below for more information. PMDG 747-8 requires you to have the base 400 installed already. If you do, it's going to cost you $69.99 for the prepared version, or $49.99 for the FSX version. Over now to X-Plane and news of the JustFlight Hawk releasing. JustFlight's Hawk is now available for X-Plane 11. It models the T1A and T1A Hawks from real-world aircraft plans, featuring 4K textures, PBR rendering materials, interactive checklists, a full IFR suite including accurate simulations of the AN/ARC-164 radio and TACAN ILS units, and an accurate heads-up display, and even adjustable and working mirrors in the cockpit, which is kind of cool. Also features animated brakes, custom animations inside and out throughout, custom-coded electrical system, realistic landing gear performance and animations, as well as custom-coded lighting logic and hydraulic systems. It's a pretty complete model of the Hawk, in fact. JustFlight's Hawk T1A Advanced Trainer is available right now for X-Plane 11. It will cost you $44.99. More information at the JustFlight.com link in the show notes below. Next up, Virtual Design 3D's Alicante. The video you're watching is from Thomas Rasmussen. It is linked in the show notes below. As always with his videos, it's a work of art. Do click it, take a look, and give him a few hundred likes and subscribes. Virtual Design 3D's latest scenery for X-Plane is now available and covers Lima Echo Alpha Lima Alicante Airport and Port. It features a fully modeled terminal interior, which from the marketing blurb they claim is actually very detailed indeed, PBR maps for highly realistic materials and textures throughout, 200 highly detailed buildings, custom vegetation, and tons of custom animation, including animated jetways, people, passengers boarding, helicopters, ground traffic, and more. Virtual Design 3D's Alicante also includes more than 100 custom buildings in and around the port of Alicante for key landmarks to make VFR navigation and sightseeing a breeze. The price for Virtual Design 3D's Alicante is $19.99. It is available right now for X-Plane 11 from the xplane.org store, linked in the show notes below. Our final news story this week is for AeroFly FS2 and news of Orbx Palm Springs. Jared Marshall made a post on the Orbx forums previewing Orbx Palm Springs Airport coming soon for AeroFly FS2. The scenery is going to feature 1,500 square kilometers of coverage, including, of course, the city of Palm Springs, with hand-edited textures at resolutions of 30 centimeters and 1 meter per pixel. It also includes a 10-meter terrain mesh, custom vegetation, dozens of landmarks, and static aircraft at the airport that match what you would see at the real airport. Also, of course, features a highly detailed airport terminal, Orbx people flow for animated peoples, and great performance, even on mid-range systems, just like AeroFly FS itself. In fact, Jared goes on so far as to point out in his forum post that the performance is, in quotes, far superior to FSX prepared and explain, end quotes. The scenery is also great for VR pilots, given the level of detail and the dynamic ridges and valleys of the surrounding area. I don't know a release date or a price just yet. Orbx don't tend to preview stuff too far ahead of release though, so I expect news of all that stuff to happen within the next week or so. It's probably going to be available on Steam as well, because it's Orbx. Who knows? We'll see. More information as soon as I have it. That's it for this week's news show. As always, if I did miss something, do leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll take a look and see if I should include it in next week's show. Until then though, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. My name is Frugal, and I will see you all very soon.